Okay, I think our clock just rolled over to 10 p.m. so we can actually get started. We got quite a few things that we're going to open up tonight, but most of it doesn't take very long. There's an autographed baseball, an Onyx Preferred Players National Edition autographed baseball. There's a Game Day Greats autographed football jersey, a 2013 Panini Playbook football hobby box, some 2016 Panini Black Gold Football, and a half case of Panini Contenders football. So really the only one of those that's going to take more than a couple minutes is, of course, the 2017 Contenders football. But that's roughly the order we're going to do things in tonight. But before we get started on that, I'm going to take a look at a couple of little odds and ends here and a couple of little housekeeping things as well. So first up, you're going to see, here's a list of some upcoming breaks that I have. These are the ones that are already listed on eBay. It covers the next 5 days. And I've started adding this every night. We'll pull it up again probably another time or two throughout the evening. But that's because you guys often ask me what's coming up in the week ahead, and a lot of times I can't remember. So this way, you get a second to look at it. And once again, you'll see there's more autographed memorabilia with many football helmets and jerseys, more autographed baseballs. We've got Absolute Basketball, Prism Basketball, some more Black Gold Football, some more Playbook, some more Contenders, some 2010 Plates and Patches Football, 2017 Chronicles Baseball, lots of fun stuff. In addition to that, still working on this, guys. I really would like to break this on Saturday. This is a 32-box, 4-case break, 4 inner cases of 2017-18 totally certified basketball. Fixed price teams, shipping included. You see the teams that are highlighted there, they are the ones that still need to be sold. They're also listed on eBay right now as buy it now or best offer. So obviously if an offer or something comes in and I can accept it and we can go forward, then it would sell that way. But if you're interested in any of these, please reach out to me. If you're looking at a couple of them, I'll try to make you some deals on them. I'm literally not trying to make money on this break. I set it up so that we would be at a break-even point versus the product cost. And of course, I would be paying the shipping fees and the PayPal fees. So I knew I'd lose a couple $100. I'm okay with that. But I do need to sell the rest of these teams. I can't break this right now with that many unsold teams. So again, hoping for Saturday. So if you're interested, please let me know by way of chat here or send me a message on eBay. Starting out tonight, first up, 2017 Onyx Preferred Players National Edition autographed baseball. Team names are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right. Of course, this ended tonight, January 4th, and our live stream is tonight as well. You're going to see a handful of teams in here that say no hits, not listed. That just means there was nothing on the checklist for that team. So since there was no possible way to pull anything for it, I did not list those teams with that designation on eBay. You'll also see a few things in there that say no bids buyback. That's pretty self-explanatory. That just means that nobody gave that team a forever home. So if anything comes out for it, it'll hang out here with me. You notice the focus. I took the focus off of autofocus. I also put the background out of focus. That's intentional. That's so we can look at our stuff up more closely. And guys, we've got a lot of breaks tonight that are going to have one winner like this, right? There's several teams listed. There's one item that's going to come out of here. So if your team is not the team that we pull in this or another break and you don't have anything coming to you, here's how it works, okay? You would get a random card, could be from any series, any year, for your team that will be sent to you with the next break that you do with me that has something to ship. Okay? So, oh, this is a nice one, guys. This is Eloy Jimenez, which is a very, very nice one. There's our 2 COAs. Now, with this, we're going to have to take a look because of course, you know he's been traded, and we're going to have to take a look here at the checklist and Let me see where he was on here. I've got to get it where hopefully you guys are going to be able to see this too. And yeah, there we go. So they still have him on this checklist as being a Chicago Cub. So as you know, we go by the checklist that is the official checklist for the product. I just happened to print this one out because it's really next to impossible to find it on their website. So yeah, so he is on here as a Chicago Cub. So that's where that's going. He's an up-and-coming hot prospect, as you know. So congrats to the Cubs on that one. But to get back to where we were, and there's your sticker, by the way, that matches up with your COA, to what we were talking about a minute ago. So those of you who do not have the team that just pulled this baseball, the next time you have a break with me where you do hit something, whether it is cards or an item or whatever, and it ships, you would get, for this break, I would just include like a random card for your team. Could be from any year, any series. Now, there's a lot of people that don't want those cards because, I mean, you know, they're not going to have a huge value, but some people do want them. So here's a couple of things I can tell you about that. The first one is if you do want it, you're going to get it with the next time something ships. If you want it sooner than that, you need to send me a message on eBay and say, hey, I want you to send this to me sooner. If you don't want it at all you need to do is go in and just leave feedback for this break. Leave positive feedback saying, you know, thanks for the break or something like that. And I will know that you do not want the random card that you would be entitled to for a no-hit team. Hopefully that made sense. Next up, a 2017 Game Day Greats autographed football jersey. This is break number 2, so the second time we have broken a 2017 Game Day Greats. Same as before, this ended tonight on eBay, live streaming tonight on eBay. And Atlanta Braves fan has got a lot of teams in here. So Atlanta Braves fan, I think, is definitely feeling the love here, wanting to take this jersey home. So the odds are certainly in the favor of Atlanta Braves fan with the number of teams that they have. But the interesting thing about box breaks, of course, you never know. It's because the odds are in your favor. Doesn't necessarily mean you go home with it. And this, same as before, guys, if the jersey does not come out for your team and you don't want the random autograph card to ship the next time that you have a package shipping, then you just leave positive feedback saying thanks for the break or something like that. I will know not to send it. And if you do want it and you want it sooner, you don't want to wait until your next package that would ship, then send me a message and let me know that. I'll drop it in just a plain envelope with a stamp and send it off to you. Jack Youngblood is our jersey. Well, I don't guess there's really any need to take that out of there, is there? I can just show it to you without unpacking it and all that jazz. There is, of course, our signature on it. That's going to be for the Rams. I imagine you guys probably already knew that Jack Youngblood is a Ram. And there's our little TriStar authentic dealio thing that goes with it. I'm actually going to put this inside the plastic as well. So it was outside the plastic, but since I've opened it up anyway, we're going to go ahead and put that right on in there. So our jersey tonight for the Rams. I'm trying to press some of the air out of there. Shipping. All this stuff that we are opening tonight, the vast majority of this is free shipping. That's the Black Gold, the Playbook, the jersey, the baseball. All of the stuff that's free shipping, guys, that goes out once roughly every 5 days. Contenders, that's a paid shipping break. It will ship on a different schedule. But the stuff that is free shipping, like what we just opened, what we're about to open, that stuff is going to ship to you in about 5 days. About once a week, that stuff goes out. This is one box of 2013 Panini Playbook Football. This is break number 12 Also ended tonight on the 4th in our live stream tonight. Teams on the left, winning bidders across from it, and anything that says no bids, buyback. Unsold team, anything comes out for it, hangs out here with me. And Keither's 143s all over this one. So we had somebody with a lot of spots in our jersey break, and have Keither's 143 with a lot of spots here in our playbook break. So let's see what we can find. There are 4, everything in here is basically a hit, more or less. There are 4 autograph or memorabilia cards per box. At least 2 of them are booklets. This is one of the better configurations for Playbook. You know, over the years, they changed the configurations. Well, why does that not want to come out of there? A number of different times, but this is actually one of my favorite ones because you get 2 booklets. You know you're going to get 4 autograph or memorabilia cards. It's usually a pretty good little product to open. If you want to join chat and you don't see chat at the moment, I think you have to be logged in. So if you were to log into YouTube, then you would be able to join in chat or initiate a chat or whatever you wanted to do there. So far, nobody's chatting tonight, which is kind of unusual, but I guess everybody's just being quiet. First out, one of our booklets. This is for the Jags with Denard Robinson. It is numbered to 199. Of course, you've got fabric on both sides of that little booklet. Next out, for the Cardinals, we have Ryan Swope. That is a sticker auto. It's numbered to 299. Jags with a second hit. And this one, Maurice Jones-Drew. And it is also a sticker auto. And it's, is that numbered to 5? Yeah, 3 of 5. So nice, really low number there on the Maurice Jones-Drew. Hi, Waylon, John 13. It was Jimenez, Eloy Jimenez, before he was traded. We looked at the checklist, so that means Cubs. There's a hit for the Cubs. Marquise Goodwin for the Buffalo Bills. That one is to 271. You've got a really nice 4-color patch over there, and of course on-card auto and nice little booklet for the Bills. So we may as well just recap it, starting with the one that's in my hand. Doesn't take us very long to recap this one, as there's just the 4 cards in it, but we will go ahead and handle that. And yeah, so that has Playbook up and running. Give me 1 second, guys. I've got to tweak something here on this iPad. It is not wanting to cooperate with me. Give me 1 hot second here. All right. Let's see if that... I'm just basically trying to get this to pop back in. So, all right, that then brings us up to the Black Gold Football, is what we're opening up next. And this is one box of 2016 Panini Black Gold Football. This is break number 17, so the 17th time we have broken this product. It also ended tonight, January 4th, live stream scheduled tonight, January 4th. Team names are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. Once again, like our other products that have free shipping, which is everything we've opened up to this point, it will ship to you in about 5 days. Anything with free shipping is going to go out about every 5 days. Stuff like Contenders, which is paid shipping, goes out on a different schedule, and I'll announce that when we open Contenders. And of course, not all 32 teams are going to pull something in here. So all of the information is in the listing about what happens if you don't pull a card. But because I did notice we have some new folks with us tonight, I am trying to say at several times, trying to make the point that if you pull nothing, you are still entitled to a random card. Can be any year, any series for your team. That would typically be sent to you the next time you have a package coming your way where you do pull a card or an item in a break. If you want it sooner, you just want it dropped in an envelope with a stamp, no tracking or anything, I can do that. Send me a message on eBay and let me know you want that. If you don't want it at all, just leave positive feedback for this break, and I will know that that means you do not want it at all. James Harrison for my Pittsburgh Steelers, except guess what? He's not for my Pittsburgh Steelers anymore. He's playing for my division rival, Patriots. Boo. This is numbered to 50. Everything in black gold is going to be numbered, even our base cards. Warren Moon, that of course you see is for the Oilers, and it is numbered to 225. If you don't know your franchise history, the Oilers became the Houston Oilers became the Tennessee Oilers. They are the current Tennessee Titans, and the cards always stay with their franchise. This is to 199, Devontae Booker for the Broncos. You've got quad materials. One piece was the football. 3 others are fabric. And, of course, guys, all that stuff about franchises moving and renaming and how those cards are awarded, all that also can be found on every single auction in the description down there in the special circumstances area. Corey Coleman to 249 for the Browns. Poor Corey Coleman dropped that pass the other day. Alex Collins for the Seahawks. That is a nice looking card. Metallic marks. It is numbered to 99 on card auto. And one of the reasons I like black gold, because that's such a nice looking card. Then we have Moritz Boringer, and that's numbered to 225. It's an on-card auto. It's a nice big piece of material for the Vikings. And you know what? I think Boringer is still on the practice squad, right? Because, of course, his rookie year, he didn't make the team. But he was on the practice squad. I think the same thing happened this year. I think he's still on the practice squad unless they cut him from that. This is to 199, so you did get your Carson Wentz, Eagles, but I know you wanted a signature to go with it, and all we have right now are materials, but there you go. Somebody is asking me, Urban Legend 3. Contenders breaks as soon as we finish Black Gold Football. And Adam, thank you for answering Waylon's question about the football jersey. And hi, Bryce. Derek Carr for the Raiders. That is numbered to 225. Then we have Red Grange. That's nice. Too bad that's... Of course, it'd be hard to get material from Red Grange. I guess they'd have to buy it at some kind of like estate sale or auction. I think they did at one time, though, right? Didn't they have one of his sweaters or something and they cut it up in little pieces? Panini, I mean. This is to 25. You see it's got the little Football Hall of Fame medallion in it. It's a super thick card for the Bears. And then we wrap it up with a Tony Romo to 225 for the Cowboys. So that's what black gold looks like. I guess we can shoot through and recap it. It was a pretty quick break, but we'll recap it again anyway, just in case someone missed it. This will ship in about 5 days unless you have something else going before then. Otherwise, items that have free shipping like this go out once every 5 days on average. And that's just to make it more cost effective, guys. That's so I can, if you bid on more things with free shipping in that time frame, then they can all kind of go together. And obviously, if you have something with paid shipping that goes out first, this kind of stuff will hit your ride and go out earlier as well. All right, that now brings us up to our main event for tonight, which is our half case of Panini Contenders football. And I think we've had a couple people just jump in here in the meantime. So we're going to take a look at the spreadsheet again here real quickly for a couple of things. Once again, this is just the upcoming breaks that will be in the next 5 days on eBay. If you want to take a look at those, we've got all kinds of fun stuff. More autographed memorabilia, more contenders, football, playbook, black gold, lots of nice basketball, including some Prism. So that's always a good thing. And then, of course, our direct break that I'm trying to get the rest of the team sold, hoping this will break on Saturday. If you want one of these teams that you see highlighted in yellow that is still available, please let me know by way of chat or by way of eBay messages. And here is the spreadsheet for the break at hand. 6 boxes of 2017 Contenders football, half case break, break number 4. And you guys did pay shipping for Contenders, because of course every team's gonna have some cards in here, unlike our other breaks that we just completed. And guys, I expect that this stuff, your Contenders, will ship out either Saturday or Monday. And truthfully, it may be that part of it gets out the door on Saturday and the rest of it gets out the door on Monday. But as always, I will get it to you as quickly as I can. Right now, there are 2 breaks ahead of you that I have to get sorted and out the door. So that's kind of where we are with it. This is the back half of a case, so we don't have to go through all the motions that we do when it's a brand new case. If you haven't done a break with me before, and if we're doing a brand new case and it happens to be that we're only going to open part of that case, the very first time we open it up, I take out all of the boxes and I number them on the end, and then random.org decides for us which ones we open in that break, and then whatever's left over comes in the next one. It's kind of the way that rolls. We are expecting to find, Panini says 5 or 6 autographs per box here in Contenders. It has been my experience thus far that we'll find maybe 1 or 2 Panini Rewards Points cards. Those replace our hits, generally. So, well, always. They pretty much always replace hit. They don't put them in just to be nice and give you something extra. They actually replace something with that card. So if we find one of those Panini Reward Point cards tonight, it will be distributed by way of random.org at the end of the break. And what else about this? Of course, there's going to be some inserts and things in here. If anything is numbered, I try to point that out. Otherwise, just our base stuff and our regular stuff, I go through it at a pretty good little clip. There will be a bunch of advertising cards in here for Panini Kid Reporter, and also an 18% off code for the NFL shop. If you want either of those, shoot me a message. I will gladly type some out for you, or you're welcome just to write the code down. You know, you're going to see it here like that. You could just write it down and have it. I don't care. I primarily use those codes for, use those cards for shipping, just to help protect other cards in shipping generally. Derek Rivers is our first autograph hit. This is a rookie ticket sticker auto for the Patriots. That again, those are our ad cards. A playoff ticket for Latavius Murray to 249 for the Vikings. And after we look at the cards, you're going to see me set them off to the right periodically. And there's a break. There's a mat over there too. I use that for sorting. So your cards aren't going anywhere unsafe. They're still going to be on a mat. They're just on a different mat than the one you see. And let's see. Urban Legend is hoping for a Trubisky auto, looking for the biscuit tonight. And Michael Butler is asking, does the base ship? Yes, all the cards ship. Guys, if there's ever a break where the cards don't all ship, it will say that in the description. It'll say, you know, whatever, it'll spell out, such and such doesn't ship. If you don't see anything that says such and such doesn't ship in the description, then it's always going to be all cards ship. Super Bowl ticket, 1 of 1, boom. Malik McDowell. Yeah, for the Seahawks. I love my 1 of 1s. I love Super Bowl tickets. Well, they're not mine. It's going to be yours, whoever owns the Seahawks. I just like pulling them. It makes me quite happy. So, guys, if you want a one-touch for that, if you own the Seahawks and you want that in a nice little magnetic one-touch case, or any other card that you pull with me in a one-touch case, I can do that for you. It's about $3 a case, generally, by the time I buy the case and then cover the PayPal fees to receive the money. Stacy Coley for the Minnesota Vikings. And if you want one of those cases, you can let me know in chat here tonight, or you can also send me a message on eBay and let me know that you want one. And if you do want one, I don't, you know, we can't really talk a whole lot in eBay messages back and forth about anything that you sell outside of an eBay auction, even when it's something like that, that's a case for something that did sell on an eBay auction. So I kind of keep to a minimum, like the words pay and invoice and payment and things like that. But essentially, oh, I just realized something. Essentially what would happen is I would look at your email address in eBay, and I would send you a PayPal money request directly to that email that's on file with eBay. And guys, I just realized I might have stacked one of those round numbers cards in the wrong spot. So I was checking that stack and it is not in there. I know I stacked some in here. So bear with me for a hot second and make sure I have separated those out. Because we are going to have to do something with those with random as well. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Cameron Hayward, boom, love that, because you know what? I love the black and gold. My Pittsburgh Steelers, Cam Hayward to 199, sticker auto, loving it. So the round numbers, there's of course 2 different players on it. They pretty much always have gone to 2 different teams. So what happens with that, this is numbered. This MVP Contenders is to 99 on the Derek Carr for the Raiders. So at the end of the break, we'll take all of those round numbers cards that we have, because they have 2 different teams on them, and we will award them via random.org. So that'll be a little housekeeping at the very end of the break. A redemption, and I'm going to hold you in suspense and set it right up there at the top, and we're going to hang on to it until, yeah, the very end of the break. We're going to flip that over. I'm guessing we'll find another redemption between now and then. We might not, but probably we will. I know that Kareem Hunt is a redemption in here. There are some Steelers. James Conner, I think, was a redemption in here. I think there's some TJ Watt that is live in the product, but there's also some TJ Watt redemption. And I don't remember who else is a redemption. But it's usually a pretty good one. So I hope that's going to be the case again tonight. We will be opening more Contenders football next week. Got another case of that. Actually, another case and a half. But the half case, it's kind of an interesting one. We're going to do it very last after we finish the regular cases. It's going to be some of the boxes, because they're loose boxes, right? Obviously, they're not a sealed case. It's a half case of loose boxes. And part of them are the regular boxes, like you would expect, and the other part is going to be made up of the first off the line boxes. So it's going to be kind of an interesting little mix of the two on that one. But before we get to that, we do have another sealed case that we'll be busting into. And you know what? I said the other day that we were going to have limited football coming out this upcoming Wednesday. That's actually what I thought. That's what I had on my release calendar, that was coming out the 10th. But apparently Panini moved the release date, so it doesn't really come out until the 17th. So, yeah, we don't have that coming Wednesday like I thought. But that's all right, because we still have contenders and other stuff to open. Keep us plenty busy until we get to time for limited to release. Also planning in the next few days to get some more of our older stuff up, you know, get back into Origins and all of that kind of stuff that's around. You've seen I've started to get back into some of that. Obviously, we did some of those breaks tonight, but there's more to come. Jamal Charles championship ticket. That is numbered to 99 for the Broncos. Some more little MVP inserts there. So, some good news came out of the Steelers camp late today, in that Ryan Shazier, I don't know if you guys knew the linebacker Ryan Shazier, probably did know. He got injured pretty badly a few weeks ago, and he's been partially paralyzed. Rookie ticket Matt Breida for the 49ers sticker auto. So his dad today, Ryan Shazier's dad, said that Ryan's got feeling in his legs again. So that is awesome news. And hopefully he's going to be back walking around again before too long. That was scary. That hit and him laying on the field that way, that was awful. So I'm really glad to hear that he's on the mend. For the Lions, Agnew rookie ticket sticker auto. His dad also said that he thinks Ryan will play football again. Which, man, I mean, if that were me, I think I'd be afraid to play again, to be honest. Antonio Brown to 199 MVP contenders for the Steelers. I mean, that's got to be so, not only so scary in the moment, but I mean all the weeks in between up to now where he's starting to get feeling back in his legs. I mean, in the meantime, he has been there partially paralyzed ever since. I think that would put a pretty good little scare in me. 150 Panini rewards points. I'm going to set it off to the side as well, because that's another thing that we'll have to distribute at the end of the break. As I mentioned a bit ago, if you didn't happen to be tuned in or didn't hear that, those do sometimes show up in here, and they do replace a hit when they show up. So what I do with them is put them into random. We put all the teams in random.org at the end of the break, and then random will tell us who gets that 150 points card. A hit for the Ravens with Josh Woodrum, rookie ticket sticker auto. Kenny Golladay for the Lions. Rookie ticket, that one is an on-card auto. A lot of the rookies, of course, that were at the Rookie Premiere Day have their stuff signed on card, whereas the ones who were not are more sticker autos in general. Of course, that's true of pretty much all the Panini football products. That's generally how it works. So I saw our two California quarterbacks have officially declared for the draft. I don't think that surprises anybody, but Rosen and DeArnold both officially out of UCLA and USC respectively and headed to the NFL draft. It's going to be an interesting year for quarterbacks because there's a lot of them going, a lot of them supposed to be quite good. But I think there's a lot of them that have question marks too about how they're going to do and how their skills will translate to the NFL. One of the more interesting ones is Lamar Jackson out of U of L. Of course, won the Heisman in 2016. Still had a great year in 2017, and was nominated for the Heisman again. Obviously didn't win it in 17. That was Baker Mayfield. But there's a lot of, whatever you want to call them, the talking heads, the critics, the handicappers. I don't know. There's lots of different things you could call them, I guess. But the people who project how well players are going to do in the NFL, there's a lot of those talking head types that don't think Lamar Jackson has the skill set to be successful in the NFL. Which I think's kind of odd, really, because, you know, he can beat you two different ways with his legs and his arm, and I just don't really see what the huge knock on him is. I think he's pretty good decision-making skills, and I mean, he plays for an in-state rival for my UK Wildcats, so it's not like I'm biased in that I'm a big U of L fan. It's kind of the opposite. But I don't know why they have such knocks on him in regard to his readiness to go to the NFL, but we'll see, I guess. I don't think he's declared yet anyway. I think everybody just widely assumes that he's going to make the jump. C.J. Beathard, that is numbered to 49 for the 49ers. How convenient. That is an on-card auto, and of course that's on the Rookie of the Year Contenders. And this has a little, can you guys see that? That has a bad corner. I felt it. I didn't see it originally, but I felt it putting the sleeve on. In that upper right, I don't know how well you can see that, maybe at that angle, but there's a little bit of a paper issue up there. It's kind of maybe miscut a little, or it's got a tear or a cut, or I don't know. Anyway, that corner is not right up here in that upper right hand corner. I think you can kind of see that from the camera. I don't know what's caused it, but it's out of the pack that way. You can see it on the front, from the front, although not as pronounced. It's almost like it's miscut or something, like it got cut, left with a jagged edge or something. It's definitely not a normal corner, which kind of blows because that's a nice to low number to 49. Then again, I don't guess CJ's going to get his job back anyway. Not that Jimmy G's in there doing such a good job. I think CJ's out of a job, at least out of a starting job. Mike Williams rookie ticket with the horizontal variation. That's an on-card auto for the Chargers. All right, we are making progress. It just takes a while to go through it all because there's so much base. Although, not as much as you find in some sets. So, relatively speaking, this is a breeze compared to some of the baseball that I do. Jake Butt rookie ticket sticker auto for the Broncos. Truthfully, I would be happy if there were never any sets with more base than what we have in here. This is just about the right amount to make you happy if you're set building, and to not be awful when you have to sort it and to ship it. For the Buffalo Bills to 249, playoff ticket for Tyrod Taylor. And the Buffalo Bills are, in fact, playoff bound for the first time since, what, 99 or thereabouts? They got a little help from the Bengals over the weekend and managed to get themselves in. Chargers, Desmond King, rookie ticket, sticker auto. And Urban Legend is asking me, do I remember if Trubisky was pulled in the other half of the case? I do not remember. I have pulled Trubisky out of Contenders, but I don't know if it was the other half of this case or if it was in the first case. I don't remember. However, if you want to check it out, of course, all those breaks are on YouTube. Just once you're on the channel, just click on the tab that says videos, and all of them will be on there. And you can always scroll to the end, and I always do a recap, so you could scroll through the video until you saw Contenders start, and then scroll to the end of Contenders and see the recap. And that would probably be the most reliable way. My memory's not great about some of that stuff. This is the 25 championship ticket for Dalvin Tomlinson for the New York Giants, who decidedly are not championship bound or playoff bound or anything else this year. They were terrible this year. Rookie ticket, Matthew Days, sticker auto for the Browns. So it's been, I don't know how much you have followed in the media about the Giants in the past, all season really, but particularly in the past couple weeks. One of them, and I wish I could remember which player it was, but one of them got on the radio and just called out Eli Apple the other day. And then I think another teammate kind of followed in behind it. One of them said Eli Apple is like a cancer. Of course, he's their rookie from 2016. He's, what is he, is he a tight end or a cornerback? Maybe a cornerback. Anyway, they're 2016 rookie. So one of them goes on a radio show and is talking about something, I don't know, whatever, that their team's dysfunctional or something. Calls Eli Apple a cancer. Then another one, or maybe it's the same one in a different interview, but comes out and says that Eli Apple is the worst teammate he has ever had in his life, and all this kind of stuff. It has been like a soap opera there with the Giants this year. Because, I mean, usually you figure there's always guys who don't get along with other guys or have their opinions about their teammates, but they don't usually go on radio shows and call them a cancer. So, poor Giants. I think they just kind of need to clean house and start over. Oh, Bryce is telling me he is a cornerback. Okay. I thought maybe. I don't know why I said tight end originally, and then I rethought it and said cornerback, but I still wasn't 100% sure. So thank you for clarifying that for me, Bryce. Sometimes I get my positions switched in my head as to who plays what, unless they're a Steeler. So yeah, Giants, and honestly, I know Eli Manning has been great for them, has been huge for them, but he really has not been super productive the last few years. Part of it is his supporting cast, I'll grant you. But part of it, I think, is he's just kind of on the downside. I mean, let's be honest, Ben Roethlisberger's kind of the same way for my Steelers. Although he's had certainly some awesome games and some moments where you think he doesn't need to be going anywhere. And then he has games like that 5-pick game against the Jags where you're like, whew, yeah, you might want to think about retiring. So I think Eli's kind of in that part where you start thinking, man, maybe you should be considering retiring, but he says he still wants to play. So if the Giants don't keep him or don't want him or aren't going to start him, he's going to go somewhere else and play. So I don't know. Jason Witten for the Cowboys. Playoff ticket to 249. You'd think I'd remember that by now. JJ is here. He finally got in some. He wants the Bengals. Okay. So JJ must be watching with Redfish Ron, I'm thinking, and has the Bengals in here. I believe I read that. I think I'm interpreting that message correctly. So you're pulling for some Bengals cards to come out. And you know, we pulled in general, we've been pulling a decent amount of Bengals out of Contenders, so hopefully we'll find one for you tonight. Jordan Howard for the Bears. So we don't have the biscuit for you, but we do have a really nice veteran ticket hit there with Jordan Howard, and that is an on-card auto, or it appears to be. I'd have to look at it a little closer to tell you 100%, but it looks to me like it's on card at first glance. So that is still a nice hit for you, even though it's not the player you're looking for, Bears. Malik Hooker for the Indianapolis Colts. Rookie ticket sticker auto. Oh, and Redfish Ron says I did interpret that correctly. All right, cool. Well, let's put some good vibes out there then for the Bengals for JJ, since he got in this break and he wants to see some Bengals come out. This is to 199. Wayne Gallman for the ill-fated Giants. I'm just so happy that the Steelers have a first-round bye. I'm very excited about that. I think we need some time to get healed up, and then we've got our stupid OC, Todd Haley, out in bar fights and stuff. What is that? I mean, Matt Milano for the Buffalo Bills, rookie ticket sticker auto. So first it comes out, what was this, a couple days ago, comes out and says that Todd Haley was injured in a bar fight. Adam Shaheen for the Bears, second hit for Chicago. Still not the player they want, though. This is to 199, sticker auto, Rookie of the Year, contender variation. So allegedly, you know, whatever, Todd Haley's in a bar fight, and they say he got, quote, pushed down. Like, how awful is that? If you're going to be in a bar fight, okay, like, get in some licks or something. Don't just get pushed down. That's how you get hurt. So that right there is embarrassing enough, in my opinion. But then they come out and say, well, it was really his wife, that his wife got in a bar fight. And then the Steelers come back and like, no, you know, Todd was injured. They don't say anything about the wife, but he's okay now. And then today they're coming out saying Todd's like hurt his hip in a bar fight. I was just like, what? What in the world? Why are the Haleys, Mr. or Mrs. or both, in bar fights right now? Right before the flipping playoffs. That's to 199. Kenny Golladay for the Detroit Lions. Mr. Kenny G. Second one for him tonight, if I'm remembering correctly. And I know that Todd Haley, I mean, does a good job, but he and Big Ben don't get along real well, so that kind of colors my perception of Todd Haley. And you just kind of generally hear that maybe he's not maybe the nicest guy. Not that you have to be nice, but I don't know. Now, on the other hand, our O-line coach I love, and who is interviewing him? I've forgotten. Somebody's interviewing him for a head coaching job. And I forgot what team asked for permission to talk to him. But anyway, it's just, oh no, please don't go. Please don't leave. Take Todd Haley, but don't take my O-line coach. I don't know, so I guess we'll see what happens, but I never like to have any of the coaches interviewing and thinking about other jobs when we should be prepping for the playoffs. Bryce, I just now saw your comment. I somehow didn't see that a minute ago. I don't know how I missed it. He says, as long as his Chiefs win and don't have to play my Steelers. Meaning my Steelers. He typed your Steelers. A.K.A. KC Kryptonite. I will make you a deal, Bryce. If you can get your Chiefs to knock off the Patriots so I don't have to go to New England to play, I'll be happy. And then we'll see what happens from there. I guess I would kind of have your Chiefs on a collision course with my Steelers, but that would be the best of all possible worlds. And Patriots are vulnerable to the Chiefs. They could easily, you guys could go in there and beat them. I mean, you took care of them once. Well, that's assuming that they're not still in the middle of, what are they calling this thing? I want to say, like, I know it's obviously not this, but it reminds me of Sharknado. You know that movie about sharks flying around in tornadoes called Sharknado, a real campy movie? Well, whatever they have going on up there right now, bomb, typhoon, or something, I don't know, some weird weather pattern that has the name bomb in it. There's your bingo, John Ross III, and it is an on-card auto. So JJ has a hit for the Bengals. Yay. So whatever that weird weather pattern is going on up there right now, called something or another bomb. And Belichick has told his guys, I mean, it's like a blizzard, right? I mean, it's bad. It's kind of like a blizzard and a hurricane mixed together or something. This is sort of how it was explained. And that's not really what it is, but it's something similar. That's bad. Anyway, it's bad. And Belichick told his players, hey, you better be here ready to practice on time. I don't want any excuses, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he is hardcore. And so some of the guys were like, yeah, if you think somebody came in 7 minutes late in the midst of some kind of a snow event a while back, like almost had a wreck or something, so they got there 7 minutes late, and Belichick sent them home. Like, nope, no excuses. There's 2 hotels nearby. If you think you're going to have a problem getting here, you should stay in one of the hotels. Sidney Jones, Eagles, sticker auto, rookie ticket. And that playoff ticket a second ago was numbered to 249. So Belichick, man, he does not mess around. But the point is, if you have to go there to Gillette Stadium, you might have to play in a blizzard. And if you did have to play in a blizzard, I guarantee you it wouldn't bother the Patriots, because apparently they practice no matter the weather situation. So let's nobody go there. Let's just, your Chiefs can go there and beat them and get them out of my way. And then nobody else has to go back there this year. How about that? I like that plan. I think that's the best plan. They don't need to win back-to-back Super Bowls anyway. I mean, come on. We don't need that. Nobody needs that. Of course, everybody else is like, yeah, we don't want your Steelers to win either. Well, you know, all right. Even if you don't want my Steelers to win, just don't let the Patriots win. White for the Dallas Cowboys, rookie ticket sticker auto for the Marquez White. I think playoffs should be fun this year. Looks like some good matchups. I'm really bummed, though, of course, that the Eagles lost Carson those few weeks ago to the injury, and they've had Nick Foles. Is it Foles or Foils? Foles, I think. Anyway, had him ever since, and he's so flippin' inconsistent. Sometimes he looks like maybe he can get them through the playoffs, and other times it looks like your granny could knock him out. So I don't know, but he needs to step up, because the Eagles had such a good year, and then they're going to have to go with Nick Foles into the playoffs. I hate that. How about another bingo for JJ? Josh Malone, sticker auto rookie ticket. And the Bengals are rolling now. They got going, and they're rolling now. Oh, you got good eyes there, Urban Legend. You saw it coming. And P-Money, I did do Black Gold already. This is the last break of the night. All that early stuff went by pretty quickly. It was just an autograph baseball, an autograph jersey, Playbook, which is just 4 cards, and then Black Gold, which is, I don't even remember how many cards, 8 or 10. It's not many anyway. Jamal Adams for the Jets, rookie tickets, sticker auto. And typically, guys, I will break in the order that things end on eBay, which is also the order that I have them listed on that spreadsheet that I put up that shows what's going to end each night. Typically, that order that you see is the same order in which I will break. Every once in a while, I'll vary that if I've messed up and maybe I forgot and I listed something with a ton of cards in front of something that is a really quick break. I would, of course, adjust that on the night of the break to open the quick break first, but most of the time, that's how it goes. The order that they end is the order that they break in. Yeah, I'm trying to think, P-Money, you know, my memory of trying to think about what hits is just terrible, because I open so many products every night, and then I sort all day, not all day, but I sort a good amount of the time each day and evening as well. So between the stuff I'm sorting and prepping for shipping and the stuff I break, I just don't retain it most of the time. And I'm trying to think who we even had in Black Gold. We did have a Moritz Boringer. I remember that because I wondered whether or not he was still on the practice squad this year for the Vikings. And we had a Carson Wentz, but it was just material, wasn't an autograph. And I don't remember beyond that. I know that's terrible, but I don't. P-Money, I'm sorry. Cannot tell you any others. These guys might remember better that have been watching, maybe. I don't know. So this is our last box of this break. Of course, after we go through this, we're going to have a couple of housekeeping things to do. One of them will be flipping over that redemption to see who we make happy. Then we'll give away the Panini rewards points, and we'll also figure out by using random how those round number cards are going to be distributed, because they have 2 different players on them and each one from a different team. Jake Butt for the Broncos. Second Jake Butt tonight, I believe, unless I've just completely zoned out, which is possible. But sticker auto rookie ticket on that one. So many little advertising cards. Oh, see, now my finger is doing that. Some of you may not know this, but I talked about it a little bit last night. My middle finger on my right hand, you know, the flip-off finger, Amara Darbaugh for the Seahawks, horizontal orientation on card auto. It has got a twitch in it, a muscle twitch in it, which is now, this is the 3rd or 4th day that I have had it. And before somebody gets smart and says it's from overuse or I've overworked it, that is not the case. I have not been flipping people off rampantly. So, yeah, but it has this muscle twitch, and it was just doing it, and I was going to show you, but it stopped. But it's crazy. It gets all Well, you know what a muscle twitch is like. It gets all like locked up and weird. It did that the other night when I was in the middle of a break and a card slipped right out of my hand because my finger started locking up. But I do think it's funny that it's the middle finger. I mean, that's just kind of poetic justice. Malachi Dupree, rookie ticket sticker auto for the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, you saw he was in a Green Bay Packer uniform. However, the team designated on the card was the Bills, and somewhere on there it's probably printed and says the date that he was traded. So it always is going to go to the team that's printed on the card, which in that case was the Bills. We have another rewards point card, which means another one of our hits went by way of the wind. So we now have 2 Panini rewards points that we have to award somewhere to a team here in a few minutes. Oh, I just put that right on top of the hits. Now, why did I do that? Crazy, crazy. All right, this is the last little stack of it here. Another hit for the Ravens, Chris Wormley. Rookie ticket sticker auto. Jordy Nelson for the Green Bay Packers on the playoff ticket to 249. Haven't seen as much, it doesn't seem like, of Jordy Nelson and stuff lately, or Randall Cobb, or any of the veteran guys, or Aaron Rodgers. Haven't seen as many hits for them this year, it doesn't seem like. I guess they've been in there, maybe, I don't know. They just aren't standing out in my mind for some reason. Jonnu Smith for the Titans, sticker auto rookie ticket with the horizontal orientation. And a couple of advertising cards. All right, so here's what we got to do. Oh, yeah. We got to flip this over. And it is Corey Davis. All right. Well, that's going to be Titans. But you also know, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to verify it on the checklist because I always do. So let me get, I forgot to get us to get Panini typed in here. I usually have this set up, and I guess apparently I didn't tonight. So let's get it typed in here real quick, and we'll bring up that checklist and see what's happening. You know, the first night I was looking for this, the night it came out, I could not find the stupid checklist because I forgot to select playoff as the brand. Like, how stupid is that? Who thinks of it as being called playoff? But yeah, whatever it is. Draft Class Autos RPS, and it is card number 28. Corey Davis, where are you, brother? Tennessee Titans. It's gonna be to 25. Nice. Low number on that one. So let me write that on there. It's always good to have low number hits. That's in a sleeve. I'm sure you saw me put it in there, but just in case you didn't, that is what I did so that I can write on it without writing on your thing. Although, frankly, like, I wouldn't care if somebody wrote on my redemption. I wouldn't care in the least. All I'm going to do is scratch it off and punch it in online, and that's that. But some people actually got really upset when I was writing on the redemption, so don't do that anymore. Actually, let's do these first. So all these round numbers, you saw me put the first one of those in a sleeve because I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to write on it in a minute. I'm going to go into random, and we're basically just going to put in left and right, okay? So random will choose for us one or the other. If it were to choose right, then this whole stack of cards would go to whatever team's on the right. I mean, not one team gets the whole stack, but you know what I mean. If it came up left, it would go the team on the left. So we're going to do that first right now. And I'll hit random 3 different times. The first 2 aren't going to count, all right? So the first 2 you just ignore. The third one, where did I just go past it? The third one is the one that counts and will tell us where the card's actually going to go. So, and I always enter stuff either left to right or top to bottom. That card's oriented left to right, so that's why it's going in that way. First one doesn't count, second doesn't count, third and final does. And there you'll see 3 times our date and time stamp, and it comes up to the right-hand side of these cards. So let's circle this one. And once again, circle on the sleeve, not on the card. And we'll take a quick look. So this card will go to the Colts, Giants, Titan, Texan, Bengal, Ram, Texan, Bill, Colt, Bronco, Chief, Panther, Bill, Niner, Packer, Chief, Colt, Giant. And if there happen to be any other round numbers that I did accidentally stack in the wrong place, of course it's going to be the same thing. It would be whatever team is off to the right. So before we recap our stuff, we still have these reward points to get rid of. Not to get rid of, to award. So we're going to do that next. If you did not hear me say this earlier, I'm expecting that Contenders will ship out either Saturday or Monday. And it's possible that it'll be both. Maybe some will go out on Saturday. Oh, what did I just hit? And some will go out on Monday. That's always a possibility. I prefer to do it all in the same day, but every once in a while I'll be in the middle of it and then I'll run out of time and the post office is going to close and you just have to take what's ready to go. But so either Saturday or Monday for Contenders. All of the other stuff that broke tonight that had free shipping will go out in about 5 days from now. So about, what is this, Thursday? So about Tuesday that stuff will ship roughly. Unless you have another package going in the meantime, and then it would hitch a ride. So 32 entries in there. I scrolled through. You saw all of the teams. I'm only going to hit random 1 time. We have 2 points cards. The team that comes up in the number 1 position after the randomizing will get the 250 points card. The team that comes up in the 2nd position after we randomize will get the card worth 150 points. So this gives us the Vikings with the 250 point card and the Panthers with the 150 point card. So Vikings and Panthers. And I'm sure you guys know how to use this. You go into the app and you scan this thing in, or you can type it in, but usually you scan it in because it's easier and faster. And then you can choose from the stuff that they have posted up there, which they put new stuff up. I know it's once a week. I think somebody told me the other day it's always on Friday. I had never really noticed that it was always on Friday, to be honest, but I guess it is always on Friday. That's what somebody told me. Let's do our recap. Playoff ticket Jordy Nelson to 249 for the Packers. Playoff ticket to 249 David Johnson, Cardinals. Playoff ticket 249 Jason Witten for the Cowboys. Tyrod Taylor to 249 playoff ticket. Championship ticket to 99 for the Broncos, Jamal Charles. And Latavius Murray with a playoff ticket to 249 for the Vikings. Then we had the 150 points card to the Panthers by way of random.org. Or the 150, I think I said 250, but it's 150. And then the 250 point card to the Vikings by way of random. A redemption, Corey Davis for the Titans. That will be numbered to 25, so nice low number on it. Super Bowl ticket, Malik McDowell, 1 of 1 for the Seahawks. And I always love pulling the one of ones. You guys know those thrill me. I don't care what player's on them. I don't care what it is. I like one of ones. They make me happy. So hopefully that made the Seahawks happy. Jonnu Smith, Titans. Chris Wormley, Ravens. Malachi Dupree, Bills. Amara Darbaugh, Seahawks. Jake Butt, Broncos. Jamal Adams, Jets. Josh Malone, Bengals. Marquez White, Cowboys. Sidney Jones, Eagles. John Ross III, Bengals. Kenny Golladay for the Lions. Adam Shaheen, Bears. Matt Milano, Bills. Malik Hooker, Colts. Jordan Howard, Bears. Matthew Days, Browns. And Dalvin Tomlinson has a championship ticket to 25 for the Giants. Desmond King, rookie ticket for the Chargers. Jake Butt, again for the Broncos. Mike Williams for the Chargers. C.J. Beathard to 49 for the 49ers on the Rookie of the Year contender insert. A second Kenny Golladay for the Lions. Josh Woodrum for the Ravens. Jamal Agnew, Lions. Matt Breida for the 49ers. You like that? Probably none of those were right. Cam Hayward for the Steelers to 199. Stacey Coley for the Vikings. And Derek Rivers for the Pats. So that is this back half of Contenders. Our next Contenders break, which is in a couple of days, we can actually take a look at that, will be the start of a brand new case. So I don't know if that sort of thing matters to you or not, but if it does, yeah, we'll be starting a new case the next time. So I'm sure many of you are getting ready to take off, so I'll take this opportunity to say thank you very much. I always appreciate you bidding with me, breaking with me, hanging out with me in chat and all that stuff. I appreciate you very much. I hope I'll see you again on another break. And here are the breaks that are coming up on eBay for me for the next 5 days. You can always get to my breaks by going to search, which is at the top of every eBay page, and then you click on advanced search and you search by seller and you type in my seller ID right there, Fleaburger, and it will bring up all of my breaks that are listed, and then you can sort them by ending soonest or newly listed. You can sort them by sport and all kinds of other stuff. But that's basically our schedule for the upcoming week. I am hoping on Saturday, where there is nothing scheduled right now, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to do this break. 32 box, 4 cases of 2017-18 totally certified basketball. All of the teams in yellow still need to be sold. They are also listed on eBay right now as a buy it now or best offer option. Please, please, if you want any of those, send me a message on eBay. Hit me up in chat. If you want multiple teams, I did not mean to hit that. If you want multiple teams, we can talk, maybe about trying to work on the price a little bit, which I don't really have a lot of room to move in it, but that's okay. I'm already losing money on it. I'll still consider it if I can just move several teams at once. So that is it for me tonight, everybody. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you again the next time. Bye-bye.